Hello and welcome to Business Insider with Mario Toneguzzi on YYC Business. Joining me today is James Gamage, who is Director of Innovation and the Social Impact Lab at the United Way, and Jason Gotwalt, who is Director of Sales and Partnerships at headversity. United Way is launching its first ever spring campaign focused on mental health and social inclusion. Two new tools have been developed to help Calgarians cope. We're going to talk to these gentlemen about those tools and about the campaign. First off, Jason, can you talk about Adaptive YYC, what that is and how it will help?
Absolutely, Mario. Thank you so much for having me today and headversity. So we're really excited with our partnership with United Way and the Innovation Lab and Adaptive YYC. Essentially, it's an opportunity and it's a collaboration between our organizations that's built an initiative to help employees and business owners build resilience and emotional well-being. And I'll talk a little bit about how we do that. You know, what we know is small and medium-sized businesses in the Calgary and greater area often lack the resources to support employee mental wellness, though that is the intention of the leaders of those organizations. We also know back in November, there was a study conducted by City of Calgary where it found 53% of Calgarians felt their mental health had worsened compared to pre-pandemic. And we've seen other studies that have said 70 to 80% of individuals feel this is the most stressful time of their entire careers and their entire lives. Mm-hmm. So with that, we wanted to bring together, innovation and our resources to provide a free opportunity for small and medium-sized businesses open to nonprofits, government-funded agencies as well, to launch a 3-month mental wellness training program that would provide training to staff, leadership, individuals to adapt to stress of the COVID-19 pandemic and beyond. Okay. So it consists of, I don't know if you want me to go into.
Keep going, just explain it.
Yeah, of course. So what do people get, right? How can this help us? So businesses and organizations that qualify get access to our headversity app, which is a personalized and private mental well-being and resilience trainer right there in your pocket, on for you 24/7. They get 3 on-demand learning webinars. Both of these 2 tools include collaborative custom content that we built with the partners, James and the team at United Way Calgary and area. And we're able to launch this for up to 10,000 Calgarians, 3 months free of this program. And it's really designed, again, to build up a level of skills for anyone to face adversity. And we're all facing adversity together with the pandemic, but we always face adversity through our lives. And this is a set of skills that is generally limited access for individuals to get this type of training. We wanted to make it accessible for all Calgarians in the greater area and make it tangible and fit into their already very busy days.
Okay, so how can people access the Adaptive YYC?
Great question. I'm glad you asked. Simply go to www.adaptiveyyc.ca, and there'll be more details about the program and the initiative on the page, as well as an opportunity to sign up if you're a business or organization that qualifies.
Okay, super. James, how about the other tool to help Calgarians cope in these troubling times? Natural Supports 2.0. What's that all about?
Yeah, so natural supports. Anyway, so let's just explain the role of a natural support first. So a natural support is a supportive relationship that builds up in the course of life. So a natural support could be your partner, could be a teacher, could be a caregiver, could be a sports coach, something like that. A natural relationship that builds up through life. And we did some work a couple of years ago and recognized that everybody needs the skills of a natural support, and they're not always very natural skills. So what we developed was a site called Natural Supports YYC, and it's a simulation that allows a parent or caregiver who might have concerns about the mental well-being of a child in their care or youth in their care, to go through a series of scenarios, answer questions about how they might react. At the end of the simulation, they get given, feedback on how they've done, and also a set of resources to improve their skills.
Yeah.
So what we're aiming to achieve is, a bit of an assessment, but more importantly, build those skills of a natural support in the community.
Okay, super. And same question, how do people access that?
Yeah, so it's a website, it's a free website, and all they have to do is to go to www.naturalsupportsyyc.ca.
Okay.
And the simulation is very simple to access. And it's worth saying we have a number of different scenarios, but anything from self-harm to anxiety, social inclusion, etc. So.
Okay, super. Jason, I just wanted to ask why, as a company, is headversity involved in this initiative? Why do you guys feel it's important to be involved?
Well, I think what we've learned over the last 4.5 years is, again, there's been a gap in the market in addressing mental wellness and mental health, and really a skill-based, tangible approach. And our founders, who are psychiatrists and psychologists, they're able to provide this training, resilience training, skill building training, to their direct patients, their direct people under their care, in between their person-to-person sessions. And often this type of training is limited to those individuals, or people who have access to those professionals, or if you're a superstar athlete, or you're an executive and you have a mental performance coach and things like this. So we felt a need to bring this to really a mission to put our tool in the hands of 1 million people at any given time, training their mental well-being, especially Canadians. To do that, we need partners. Right, we're a startup in Calgary. We're part of that tech growing story. We're really excited to be a part of that. But to reach everyone, we have limited resources too, as we grow, as a startup would. So we need partners who have a great reputation in the market, who have reach, who have access, who are thought leaders, innovators as well, such as the United Way, Calgary and area, and collaborating with them to understand the unique needs of the community and how we can leverage our technology and their knowledge, their thought leadership, their innovation, and bring that to a larger audience as quickly as possible. And then, of course, when the pandemic hit, where we saw the market going and how employers will play a pivotal role to support the mental health and well-being of Canadians and Calgarians, we saw that exacerbated. And we knew we had to move fast, and we feel fortunate and grateful to be able to partner with James and Beth and the entire United Way Calgary and area team to be able to bring our technology and their expertise to market in a meaningful way that can fit into people's businesses and organizations that are extremely busy already, which makes it even more important that we train up our mental well-being and resilience.
Yeah, exactly. Last question for you and for James. We're used to in Calgary, United Way coming out publicly with its campaign, et cetera, in the fall. Tell me why, I guess you're launching this kind of public awareness campaign at this particular time in the spring.
Sure, I'll take that. So, yeah, I mean, you'll be very familiar with the annual United Way campaign each fall. And, even during the pandemic, we had a successful 2020, and we were able to fund a lot of great government funded agencies and in the work that they were doing, that they're doing ongoing. Obviously, the pandemic has highlighted some really important issues in our community. There was a report recently saying that 50% of Calgarians report feeling depressed due to the pandemic. And we know that 36% of Calgarians have reported that they feel isolated and feel social isolation as a result of the pandemic. So we wanted to run a spring campaign this year, as well as the fall campaign, to highlight those specific mental health and social isolation issues which have been really amplified during the pandemic. So that's why we've done that this year, and the campaign's running at the moment, and it will be going on until the end of May.
Okay, super. Well, thank you both, gentlemen, for joining us today.
My pleasure.
It's our pleasure. Thank you. Thank you, Mario.
Thank you, Mario.
That was James Gamage, Director of Innovation and the Social Impact Lab at the United Way, and Jason Gotwalt, who is Director of Sales and Partnerships with headversity. This has been Business Insider with Mario Toneguzzi on YYC Business. Thanks for joining us today.